Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Gerald, the African Dream Interpreter. I want to go over the myth about voodoo or juju or black magic. People in the western side of the world, like the US, Europe, and Asia, they do not think that voodoo is real. Voodoo is real. Juju or black magic, however you want to call it, is real. And there are several types of juju. Now, I'm coming from West Africa, Liberia, grew up in Ghana. I have been to Nigeria several times. I'm not just going off what people have said, I'm going off what I really, really know. I have seen voodoo working like to my face. For instance, if something gets missing and they want to know who stole that thing and ask everybody if they stole it and they say no, there are some voodoo that they can do to catch the thief right then and there. They have this like red cutlass, they put in the fire, it gets red, and they tap it on everybody's skin. If you're innocent, that red hot cutlass from the fire will feel as if they're putting like ice on your skin. But if you are guilty, that red fire will burn you and then you will have to confess before it stops. This is not a myth. This is something I saw when I was around 9, 10, or 11, somewhere around there. That was in Liberia. I saw that for a fact. And I know of a woman who, because of voodoo, she was pregnant for 13 or 14 years without giving birth. That is some strong voodoo. She died about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. There are also voodoos that people can do in Africa to make a man walk away from his entire family and stick to them. Like this young girl would just go ahead and do voodoo and make a man forget his entire family and just start loving her and doing everything for her. When an African tell you, stop messing with me, I'm from Nigeria, I'm from Sierra Leone, I'm from Gambia, just leave them alone. Because those are the places where voodooism really works. They call it juju in West Africa. I don't know about all of Africa, but West Africa, we call it juju. Now, when I used to live in Ghana, was it 7 years ago? There was this 21-year-old kid from the US who went back to Ghana. He said he was hoping to go to the Republic of Benin because he wants to be able to appear and disappear. And he said he's not stopping until he becomes like maybe one of the bosses in voodooism or witchcraft. So he went to Benin to work that up with like a voodoo priest or whatever they call it. And he went back to Ghana. He was actually bragging about it because they planted something like a gamble seed in his flesh and on his back. So he was showing and telling us about what happened, like how it worked and all that. But for sure, I don't know whether he was able to disappear, but that is the least that a voodoo doctor can do in West Africa. There are several voodoos. They can make someone seriously sick and you can go anywhere around the world. You will never find a cure. Especially if you do something wrong and they throw voodoo on you, you can go to India, you can go to the US, you can go to France for treatment. No doctor will be able to tell you what's happening to you until you confess. And then there is a childhood friend of mine who had like a skin ulcer. They took him everywhere. They took him to the UK, they brought him here in the US to just find out what happened, that this sore is not healing, it's just spreading. Nobody could tell what the answer, like what the problem was. They had to take him to what they call the sick bush in West Africa for a voodoo doctor to kill him. And today he's well and playing football again. So yeah, voodoo is really real. You don't want to mess with people from Benin because in all of West Africa, Benin has the strongest voodoo that anyone can think of. Very strong. Nigerians practice strong juju as well. So does Sierra Leone and Liberia. There are also some Africans that do not think voodoo or juju is real. And those Africans will be people who live in like the capital city of where they come from. I grew up in Ghana, so there are some people who have never practiced juju whatsoever in Accra, which is the capital city of Ghana. But if you should go in the rural areas, whereas like places like Tamale, which is like 12 hours drive from the capital, is up north, the northern part of Ghana. People would leave Accra to go to the northern part of Ghana just to practice juju, and over there you can leave a diamond ring, a gold ring. You can leave your car open. You can leave like a bundle of money on the floor and come back 4 or 5 days after. Your jewelry or money or whatever item you left will be right where you left it, and you will come back and pick it up. Because if someone else steals it, they're in trouble. They could even lose their life for it. So yeah, voodoo or juju is not a myth. It is real. I heard about this place in the Republic of Benin. I've never been. I've never practiced voodooism or juju. I don't intend to. I'm just going off people who have gone and come back to tell me like, oh, I did this, or people I know for a fact are into like juju. I heard there are places in the Republic of Benin where you can sit on the back of an alligator, and that alligator would take you to the juju shrine to meet the native doctor or the juju priest or whatsoever it's called. And if it's broad daylight, once you get there, it turns into night automatically. So Benin Republic has one of the strongest juju in the world. You don't want to mess with anybody from Benin. And I heard about Gambia too, the Republic of Gambia. I've never been. With that, I'm just going off what people say. I hear a lot of people go there for charms and so forth. So yeah, I just thought to put it out there that juju or voodoo is not a myth. I have seen voodoo working to the maximum. And every African, especially West African, will tell you exactly what I'm saying. That juju or voodoo or black magic, however you want to call it, is real. Now, I want to thank you so much for listening or watching. And I have an upcoming dream interpretation class. So if you want to be able to interpret your own dream, just look at the bottom of this video. I have my email address and my social pages. Send me an email, and in the subject line, just type class, and I will get back to you. My class starts on the 16th of October of 2019. You don't want to be left off, because no dream is a coincidence. Every dream we have is for a reason. Those are answers to closures or to problems that we have, or problem that we're going through. So remember to sign up, and don't change you for anything. Remember to keep being you, because there's only one you. I want you to like this video, I want you to share, and I need you to subscribe. And if you have any questions in regards to this topic, if you have any questions in regards to the upcoming class that I'm starting on the 16th of October, if you have dreams that you want me to help interpreting, just comment under this video and we can just take it from there. So thank you so much. This is Gerald, the African Dream Interpreter. Enjoy the rest of your day.